What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another Kajabi video. So today, let's kind of get into the three core components that I think every great community should offer. It honestly doesn't matter which platform you're using, whether it's Kajabi or Discourse or Circle or really whatever, like Searchy, I think is Stu McLaren's platform. But these core components are completely transferable, and they're very, very integral really to knowing your audience and getting to know them in a very deep way. And I think every great community should offer these three things. So let's kind of get into it. Again, communities are just a wonderful way, I've talked about this plenty on the channel before, to just getting to know your audience in a really intimate way, whereas online courses, they're really, really great for getting your students that results, that transformation, that A to Z system. However, communities offer you that additional touch point with your students, right? So speaking of touch points, I think the number one best thing you should do in your community is to offer monthly or even bi-weekly or weekly meetups. And by meetups, I just mean like coaching calls. Because, one of the things people are paying for in a community is access to not just each other, but also to you as well. That's the thing that's missing in a lot of online courses, probably most online courses actually. You can go on live with people in communities and, let's see if any of this will play through. Right? So this is my first student that came in for the community or the meetup at that time. And I usually spend about an hour talking with my students here. I basically offer a monthly coaching call. So 1 hour a month, I'll go live with my students and they can ask me any questions on their mind regarding the topic that I offer in my niche, which is composing, orchestration, basically the music niche, right? So I think having just a regular rhythm where you can connect with your students live and where it's just open floor, like they can literally ask you anything on their mind. It's a wonderful thing to do because it's very low effort for you. All they're doing is basically picking your brain and you're just sharing your experience, your answers, right? And you don't really have to prepare anything. You just show up and do the work, which is really, really cool. It doesn't even feel like work because you're hanging out with your students, which is amazing. So that's the first thing I think you should offer is monthly calls. If you have the bandwidth and the room to do bi-weekly, like every other week or even each week, it just has to fit within your personal schedule, but I personally do them once a month. The second thing I think that is good to offer is challenges. And I've been doing this for years now. Basically, each month I offer my students a scoring challenge. So basically, I link them to an image or a video that they can download straight from the website. In this case, I use pexels.com. And they have lots and lots of copyright-free images and videos. And basically, they create an entry to that challenge and they can submit it. And what's really cool using Kajabi's community is not only can these students submit, but they can also leave comments. Like other students can like the comments, and then they can reply to them after they've listened to it and share some feedback, positive or critical, whatever it might be. But it's just a really great way to keep your students accountable, essentially. So you can share this in, like, let's say you do a monthly newsletter, and look here, there are 2 new challenge entries. It literally says for me in the notifications. So I can go through, find the challenge entries, right? And then I can mark them as read. If I want to go in and see them and read them, then you can mark them as complete. But yeah, it's just a great way to keep them accountable, give them something to do each month and look forward to. And in my case, I also offer these challenges as a way to build their portfolio because, in the film scoring industry, having a dedicated portfolio showing your work is very, very important. And the challenges are a great way to do that. So that's the second thing, is just to give them something to do each month. In this case, I would say the challenges. The third and final thing is a personal touch from you. And this comes from the prompts, or you can think of it as like weekly touch points, questions, things that make them think about something and share their answers. So here you can see I have a ton of different circles or topic groups, but I usually leave them in the general discussion group here, or the circle there. So if we scroll down, we can find one of my latest prompts here, as you can see. So a couple weeks ago, I left one saying, "Hey everyone, as we head into the spring season, it's time to catch up. Please share with us, how has your year been so far? Have you written as much music as you'd hoped or met the goals you set for yourself so far? And also, as we move into the second half of the year, do you have any new fresh goals that you're trying to aim towards? Feel free to share below." And I always love seeing students share their thoughts. And then other students can also reply to them as well. But it's just really great to get to know your students on a deeper level. And I always like to share an image as well, just to make it look nice. But whatever you decide to do, I would just choose a regular rhythm. Again, maybe that's each week or every other week, so your students always have something to come back to and they don't feel like you're ghosting the community, right? They actually want to see that you, as the community owner, are actually putting an effort to getting to know them, in a deeper way. So prompts, meetups or coaching calls, and challenges are 3 really, really cool ways that you can stay involved in your community and really just grow the health of it. Because again, communities in general are just a wonderful way to get to know your audience better, which in turn can help you develop even better products for them and services in the future. But you don't really know that unless you continue to engage with them week in and week out. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Those are the 3 tips I would offer you to build and basically enhance your community from where it already is. Maybe you're already doing 1 or 2 of these things, maybe even all 3, but is there another thing that you're doing that you might consider for other people? Like, is there something I didn't maybe share in this video that you'd recommend as well? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, if you do want to build your community on Kajabi, you're thinking about starting your online business, maybe you already have a couple online courses, but you do want to set up a community, Kajabi actually has the community product built in and you don't pay anything extra. It's already built into your monthly or annual cost. And for me, it's basically allows me to do anything I need to do. Again, discussion topics, the meetups with the coaching calls up to 200 people, and the challenges. There's also an automatic leaderboard and scheduled posts and stuff, so you can create polls, really anything you want. But it's very, very robust. It's been really beneficial for me and my audience, so I can highly recommend it. And if you want to try out Kajabi for yourself and build your business on the platform, they usually give you a 14-day free trial on their website. But if you want to use my affiliate link down below, christophersiu.com/Kajabi, then I can get you an extended 30-day free trial, so more than double, a complete month to try out Kajabi for yourself. Plus, I want to offer you 2 bonus mini courses, Kajabi in 30 days and content marketing for creatives, both of which are designed to help you get up and running with your business on Kajabi as quickly as possible, and then also share with you the business model I'm using to put out free content into the world and then monetize it on the back end through my knowledge, through my coaching, my services, my courses, my memberships, stuff like that. So again, there's no obligation, but if you do want that extended free trial, I can get that for you using that link down below. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care.